हाँ, फॉरेन फॉरेन की या रिफरेंशियल की इंटीग्रिटी कॉन्स्टेंट्स विथ रिस्पेक्टिव टू referenced relation, referencing relation. See, we studied in the previous lecture what is referenced relation, what is referencing relation. Referencing relation means the relation which contain the foreign key, and referenced relation means the relation which contain the primary key or alternative key which is referred by the foreign key. So foreign key integrity constraints are referential key integrity constraints with respective to referenced relation and referencing relation. We will see what are the foreign key or referential key integrity constraints with respective to referenced relation and referencing relation. Okay, see, foreign key या referential key integrity constraints with respective to referenced relation means to the referenced relation how we will maintain the integrity constraints for the foreign key. At last, see, at last our goal is foreign key values should belong to the referenced attribute values. Foreign key field values should belong to the referenced attribute set values. Our goal is that. Understood? Now see, foreign key integrity constraints with respective to referenced relation. See here, there are two relations, a student and enroll. Two relations are there, and SID is the foreign key and it is referring to the primary key of the student relation. So enrollment relation is the referencing relation and student relation is the referenced relation. Now see, foreign key integrity constraint with respective to referenced relation. First we will see with respective to referenced relation, then we will see with respective to referencing relation. Now foreign key integrity constraints with respective to referenced relation. Now in the referenced relation, if we will insert a new record, see what are the possibilities. If we will insert a new record, for example, S6, a new record we are inserting in the referenced relation, that is student relation is the referenced relation. When we will insert a new record in the referenced relation, see, new record, suppose S6, student ID S6, student name D, and date of birth 1990. In the reference relation, when we are inserting a new record S6D 1919, does it causes any foreign key violation? No, it does not causes any foreign key violation. Still all SIDs which belong to the enrollment relation or enrollment table is belonging to the, is referring to the primary key of the student relation. See, S1, S2, S2, S5, S1, S2, S2, S5 already. So insertion of new record in the reference relation does not causes any foreign key violation. Understood? See, referenced relation is student relation. Now insertion of new record in the referenced relation is student relation not causes any foreign key violation. No foreign key violation. Now see, second, deletion. deletion of record, we have to see whether deletion of record from the reference relation causes any foreign key violation or not. Understood? If I delete a record, S3B 1985, if we will delete this record S3B 1985 from the reference relation which is student relation, does it causes any foreign key violation? No, because there is no S3 in the enrollment table. There is no S3 in the enrollment table, so still there is no foreign key violation. Now if I delete S2, if I delete this record, understood? If I delete this record from the reference relation, does it causes any foreign key violation? See, if I will delete this record, understood? See, if I will delete this record, now it will cause foreign key violation because S2 is not in the student relation, but S2 two records having a student ID S2 is there in the enrollment table. Now it causes foreign key violation. S2 is in the enrollment table, but S2 is not in the student table. So deletion of record from the referenced relation may cause foreign key violation. Now what are the possibilities? What are the different solutions of it? So see, there are three possible solutions. First, on delete no action. On delete no action. See, if user RV request for the deletion of a record from the referenced relation, suppose we request for the deletion of this record from the referenced relation, if it causes foreign key violation, means delete some record, then DBMS takes three action. Means first, on delete no action. First solution is on delete no action. Means if I will delete this record, then DBMS will throw a message that foreign key violation occurs, deletion is not possible. Means if I will delete this record, then this and this record will be available here. So this is the foreign key violation. That is on delete no action. Means the BMS will not allow us to delete this record, because on deletion of this record foreign key violation will occur. Understood? And the second solution is on delete cascade. On delete cascade. Cascade means forcefully. On delete cascade matlab means if I will release this record, DBMS will also delete these two records. These two records will also be deleted from the referenced relation. If I will delete this record to which these two records are referring, then DBMS will also delete these two records. This is known as on delete cascade. Cascade means forcefully delete first solution is on delete no action. DBMS will not allow us to delete this record because following key violation is occurring. And second is on delete cascade. On delete cascade means if I will delete this record, then DBMS will also delete these two records because these two records SIDs S2 is referring to this SID which is I am deleting, which is we are deleting. Understood? And then third possibilities is on delete set null. On delete set null. Null. On delete set null. In the on delete set null, if user will request for the deletion of a particular record, for the deletion of some record from the referenced relation, then the DBMS will set null to the corresponding foreign key values in the referencing relation. Means DBMS will set null. If I will delete this record, then at the place of S2 in the referencing relation, DBMS will set null. Will set null. See here. But at S2 and this S2 we cannot set null in this relation because in this relation SID student ID is the part of the primary key. SID and CID together forms the primary key and SID is the part of the primary key, and we know that primary key values cannot be null, so SID values cannot be null. So when I will request for the deletion of this record, this S2 and this S2 cannot be null in this case. But suppose this example, in this example a relation is AB in which A is the primary key and second relation is CD where C is the primary key, D is the foreign key which is referring to the primary key of the relation this relation. And on delete set null, if I will delete this record, if user request for the deletion of this record, this record foreign key, its corresponding foreign key value, its corresponding, see A6, its corresponding foreign key value 6 will be set null. Its corresponding foreign key value will be set null. Its corresponding foreign key value will be set null. C6, its corresponding foreign key value, D is the foreign key. This 6 will be set null. Means on delete set null. On deletion of these records, its corresponding foreign key value will be set null. Understood? Here we are setting it null because D is not a part of the primary key or primary key, so we can set null, but here we can't set null because SID is the part of the primary key. Okay, so we have three possible solutions for deletion. On delete no action, we are not allowed to delete this record. DBMS will throw message foreign key violation occurs, deletion is not allowed. Second, on delete cascade means forcefully delete. If we will request for the deletion of this record, the DBMS will also delete these two records. And on delete set null means if we will request for the deletion of this record, then DBMS will set the corresponding foreign key values to null. If we will delete this record, the DBMS will set the corresponding foreign key value to null. Understood? See here, deletion may cause foreign foreign key violation may cause foreign key violation. Why? If we delete this record, there is no foreign key violation. If we will delete this record, there will be foreign key violation. That is why it is called, we are calling it, it may cause foreign key violation. Now there are three solutions. First, on delete no action. It is default. It is default. On delete no action means deletion of referenced record is restricted. Deletion of referenced record is restricted, not allowed if foreign key violation occurs. If foreign key violation occurs, see here, in this case there is no foreign key violation occurs, so it will be allowed to delete. But in this case there is foreign key violation occurring, because in the referencing relation there is S2, so it is restricted to delete. We are not allowed to delete it. DBMS will not allow us to delete this record. Understood? On delete no action. Deletion of referenced record is restricted, not allowed if foreign key violation occurs. It is the default case. And second, on delete cascade. Cascade means forcefully delete. Allowed to delete referenced record. It is allowed to delete referenced record, and DBMS deletes all related referencing records. DBMS will delete all related, all related referencing records. These records will also be deleted. And third case, on delete set null. If foreign key fields is allowed to set null, if foreign key fields is allowed to set null, see here, there is the foreign key, but its field is not allowed to set null. Why? Because SID is the part of the primary key. CID is the primary key. SID is the part of the primary key, and primary key values are not allowed to set null. So SID values cannot be set null. S2 cannot be set null. But in this case, foreign key is not part of the primary key or primary key, so its values can be set null. So if foreign key fields is allowed to set null, in this case it is not allowed to set null, but in this case it is allowed to set null because it is not part of the primary key, or we are not using any constraint that is that it cannot be null. So in this case it is allowed null. In this case it is not allowed null. If allowed null, then allowed to delete referenced record and sets null values over related foreign key values. Otherwise, on delete no action. If allowed to set null, if I will delete this record, then the corresponding foreign key value 6 and the foreign key value 6 will be set null on delete. After deleting of this record, the corresponding foreign key value will be set null. Then no foreign key violation occurs. There is no 6 in this foreign key value, so there is no foreign key violation occurs. Understood? If foreign key fields is allowed to set null, then allowed to delete referenced record, then allowed to delete referenced record and sets null values, and set null values. At this place of 6 we will set null values and set null values over related foreign key values. Related foreign key values means, see here, A field value is 6 and related foreign key value D this 6 is the related foreign key values over related foreign key values. Now after deletion of this record, we will set this 6 as null because D is allowed null. But in this case we cannot set these two as null because in this case foreign key is not allowed null. Otherwise on delete no action. First case, means if foreign key values is not allowed null, then we can't set S2 as null, and we cannot delete this record means on delete no action, on delete no action. Default means DBMS will not allow us to delete this record and it will throw the message foreign key violation occurs, deletion is not possible, deletion is not allowed. Understood? And updation, see here what are the possibilities during updation. If I will update some record, suppose I am updating S6. If I am updating S6, understood? If I am updating S6 to S16, 1 minute. Suppose, understood? Suppose I am updating S6 to S16. Does it is causing any foreign key violation? No, because there is no S6 in the referencing relation. So I can update it, no problem. But if I am updating S5 to S15, but if I am updating S5 to S15, thus it is causing any foreign key violation? Yes, because there is S5 in the referencing relation and there is no S5 in the reference relation after updating S5 to S15. So it is causing foreign key violation. So on updation may cause foreign key violation, understood? So there are also three possibilities. On update no action, if it is causing foreign key violation. On update no action, which is by default. On update no action means if I request for the updation of S5 to S15, then DBMS will throw the message that foreign key violation has occurred and updation is not allowed. On updation no action means we can't update this record and DBMS will say that foreign key violation occurs and updation is not allowed. Second possibility is on update cascade. Cascade means forcefully, means if I request for the updation of this record from S5 to S15, then DBMS will forcefully update it, means referencing relation, corresponding referencing relation for foreign key value will also be updated to S15, on update cascade means if I will update this record then S5 to S15, then referencing relation value, foreign key value, this S5 will also be updated to S15, that is on update cascade. And third possibility is on update sentinel, means if I am updating S5 to S15, S5 to S15, then the corresponding foreign key value means this value will be sentinel, but in this case I can't set it as null because SID is not allowed null here. So if I update here, 8, if I update here 8 to 18, if I update here 8 to 18, now the corresponding foreign key value will be set null. That is on update set null. On updating this value to 18, the corresponding foreign key value will be set null. But here I can't set null because SID cannot be set null. Understood? Now there are three cases: insertion, deletion and updation with respective to referenced relation. With respective to referenced relation means in the referenced relation we are performing insertion, deletion and updation. Understood? Now with respect respective to referencing relation, foreign key or referential key integrity constraints with respective to referencing relation. If I am inserting something in the referencing relation, suppose I am inserting here yes 20 C4 5000. Suppose I am inserting here, so understood. So yes 20 C4 5000. Now I am inserting here. Now this insertion of record in the enrollment table may cause foreign key violation, may or may not cause foreign key violation, but may cause foreign key violation. Why? How? See, S2 is in the enrollment table, but it is not referring to the any record of the student table. See here, there is no S20, means it is causing foreign key violation, means insertion is not allowed here. DPMS will throw a message that foreign key violation occurs and insertion is not allowed here. If foreign key violation occurs, then insertion in the referencing relation is not allowed. And see deletion. See deletion. If I delete this record, then no foreign key violation occurs. See, if I delete this record, there is no problem, no foreign key violation occurs. See here, with respective to referencing relation enrollment table, if insertion may cause foreign key violation, may cause foreign key. Why it is saying may? If I insert S4 C5 4000. If I insert S4 C5 4000, does it is causing foreign key violation? No, because S4 is also in the student relation. But if I insert S20, it is causing foreign key violation because there is no S20 in the student relation. So it may or may not cause foreign key violation. In this case, it is causing foreign key violation. In this case, it is not foreign key violation. So insertion may cause foreign key violation. Deletion foreign key violation. For foreign key violation. No foreign key violation. Sorry, in deletion. In the referencing relation, if I delete some record in the referencing relation, it does not cause any foreign key violation. Understood? And on updation may cause foreign key violation. On updation, if I update some record, for example, if I update F4 to S14, F4 to S14, I am updating this record in the referencing relation from S4 to S14. Now S14 is not present in the student relation, so it is causing foreign key violation. And so on updation of a record, of any record in the referencing relation, it may cause foreign key violation. It may if I update it to suppose I am updating S2 to S3, it is not causing any foreign key violation because S3 is also in the student relation, so it may cause forein key violation. Updation may cause foreign key violation, insertion may cause foreign key violation, but deletion no foreign key violation. Understood? Understood. In insertion, deletion and updation in referencing relation, if any foreign key violation occurs, DPMS will throw the message that foreign key violation occurs, not allowed to insert or update. In deletion, no foreign key violation, but only in insertion and updation, DPMS will throw the message that updation or insertion is not allowed because foreign key violation occurs. If insertion or updation violation causes foreign key violation restrict insertion and updation. DBMS restrict insertion या updation of referencing data understood. Of referencing data. Thank you.